lose control, bleeding out what once was whole. No more fear, just endless feast, a soul devoured, feeding the beast. It called me for